Peggy 16.
Hi everyone, it's Danmar here, ably assisted by Battlefield expert Stoddy, and in the second part of our guide to Battlefield 5's classes and combat roles, we're going to be taking a look at the recon and support classes. First up, I think you wanted to show us the Pathfinder combat role. That's a recon combat role, right?
Yes, so the Pathfinder is more of an aggressive scout. So you're trying to get in behind enemy lines, and you do this by using the spawn beacons. And with the Pathfinder class, you get the advanced scouting trait. So not only can you spawn on your own spawn beacons, but you can actually spawn on any of your teammates using spawn beacons as well. So it's a really useful trait.
That's a huge advantage.
And you also gain additional squad points to give you supplies whenever someone in your squad spawns on your spawn beacon.
It seems to be a role that would work better if you're in isolation because you need to be fast and I guess a little bit stealthy as well to navigate your way behind enemy lines, but ultimately your actions are benefiting the squad as a whole.
For sure. So you're being much more sneaky, you're trying to give your squad a place to spawn, but after you've already checked out the area.
So the second combat role that's currently in the game for the recon class is Sniper.
So the Sniper trait allows them to have the Eagle-Eye trait, which means that you spot enemies whenever you shoot them. So as soon as you hit an enemy with your rifle, it will instantly spot them for your entire team, so that it'll allow them to then finish off the final kill. You also get the Expert Marksman trait, which means that you can hold your breath for longer. And then whenever you get a headshot whilst you're holding your breath, you actually replenish your breathing, keeping your scope steady for a longer duration as long as you're continually hitting people in the head. What you're trying to do with the marksman trait is you're trying to pick off those snipers and support players that are sitting back prone with their bipods and making sure that your team isn't getting hit by those units.
Our final class, the support class, first up, the Engineer combat role.
So with the Engineer support class, the support class in general is the only class that can repair vehicles. But with the Vehicle Fixer trait, you can repair vehicles and you can build fortifications faster than the support class. And then you also have the Heavy Weapons trait, which means that the static and auxiliary weapons take longer to overheat. So if you're a tank gunner, it means that you will have an advantage over another class when you're using the static weapons.
Yep.
So you're playing a supportive role to the vehicle players. You would suppress the people shooting at the tank, and then maybe you would then go behind and repair, and whilst they're putting their heads down to make sure they're not getting shot.
And so we come to the second combat role for the support class. This is Machine Gunner. How does this differ from the Engineer?
So with the Machine Gunner, you're all about the automatic machine guns. So they get a Bullet Storm trait, which means that you cause more and receive less suppression. And suppression in this game is visual, so it makes it harder to see what's going on around them when you suppress them. With the Focused Fire trait on this class, when you suppress enemies after you've shot a few rounds, they'll actually be spotted for your entire team. So even if you're missing, even if you're not very good at aiming, this is the perfect class to sit down, shoot around the enemies, and then the rest of your team can see exactly where these people are and finish them off. This is the aggressive support player. So this is the player that maybe wants to run and gun, not play a passive role, wants to be up there in the front lines, but at the same time still being able to give people ammo. This is why the class is so versatile.
Well, on that, we're going to end it there. That is your guide to the support and recon classes. Stoddy, thank you so much for your time.
It's been great.
And don't forget to check out our previous video if you want to know more about the assault and medic classes. Thanks for watching.
Play it on the world's most powerful console.